Hello, this is Tazlon in Ensk, North, in my 2801-4, The Lighthouse's Anatomy of an Orliks, Volume 1. A lot of times you'll hear people say on the forums or wherever that the 2801 and the 105mm isn't that good against big tanks. And they're wrong. The 105 is unique amongst the mid-tier scouts in that it can literally damage any tank in the game. Consider the evidence here. I have more Orliks than any other driver on the NA server. And I've gotten most of them in my VK 2801. If you check the stats out for the European server, the guy there, Mr. Kuba, who has the most Orliks, and I don't know, maybe 20 more than I do, got the majority of his in a VK 2801. So you look at the top producer of Orliks in Europe and the top producer of Orliks in NA, both have done it driving a VK 2801. So perhaps, just perhaps, the people trying to convince you that the 105 isn't good against big tanks, maybe they aren't too sure or correct in what they're saying. Because the truth of the matter is, the 105 is awesome against high-level tanks. Now, in this Ensk battle, first of all, Ensk presents a challenge to scouts, because it's only 600 by 600 meters, which means anytime you're in a place that has a long line of sight, almost any other tank in the game can see you. There are places where you can hide, and there are places where you can use distance, but once the fight gets going and there's tanks all over, it's hard to find spots where you're going to remain unseen. So these tend to be mobile fights. You can't loiter very long in one place because somebody's going to have a shot at you. In this particular battle, we have 4 scouts on the enemy team and ours, 3 artillery apiece, and they're kind of light on TDs. They only got 1 TD, but they have 4 heavies and 3 mediums. So overall, there's a good mix of tanks. And they have enough mobility to where we're going to have to stay on our toes if we want to stay alive in our scouts. I hate running down the one line on this map at the beginning. There are times where you get away with it and you get all the way into their backfield right away and wreak major damage right from the beginning, but there's too many times where you meet heavy opposition and don't make it. So I usually come over here on the railroad tracks and set up and just wait and see if I can catch one of those nice big heavies going back and forth and get a shot off on them. I'm watching us deploy, and we have a T-29 and 2 lights over on this side. The KV-5s are rushing right down the middle, but we have all 3 of our artillery over here in the back corner with very little in front of them. Now the T-20 is going over there too. So I'm kind of hanging out right here to get it, wanting to get an idea of how many of their tanks are going to be going east. Am I going to have to come over here and help defend our arty, or can I go off and play somewhere else? And our KV-5, man, he's just suiciding in. So I'm going to turn around and come down here. We're going. It looks like they may be as light in the east as we are, so I'm going to try to come down and help out right away. Oh man, double shot with artillery. That was cool. Wow. Well, I guess the one was wow. That was pretty neat watching it go happen. 2 people disappear at once. I'm gonna come in and help with the T-37. Bang! T-37. People keep telling me how good this T-37 is, and I keep blowing them up left and right, so 1375's going in alone on the artillery. There's the Hellcat and the 111 and the 8.8 are all reacting to him, but I'm headed that way just in case I end up getting there while the while the artillery is still alive. Hopefully I can get a shot on him. We have a 3-tank lead right now, so we're doing good. We have a bunch of tanks down there by our cap. It should just be a matter of wrapping it up. I still hate giving enemy scouts free pass on our artillery. He is gone. We managed to save one of them, barely. But hey, if you're in a Hummel, whether you have 1 point or 250 or 299, who cares? You're still alive. That's all that matters. You're always one shot from dead in that already anyway, so. I just tracked him. That's pretty good though. Keep him right there where I can shoot him again. Goodbye. Ooh, T-43's coming in. He's not looking at me, so I can take a shot at him. Gotta pay attention to the IS back there. He might get an idea to shoot me. Now he's tracked. Looks like the IS is moving over. I don't know if he's trying to cap or to flank us. He's hurt pretty bad now, so I'll see if I can get a shot. Ooh. Cool, I get to shoot the flank and it's T-43 or T-34. And the IS-6 isn't in position to hit me, so I can just run right in the back of him and take him out. Now I'll try to figure out where the IS-6 is headed. The WZ-111 is coming right in on him, so I should have a good location on him. KV-4 is way down at the other end of the map. He's not a factor right now. We can gang this IS-6 and then go get the KV-4. I want to come all the way around because he can kill me in one shot, so I want to come in where he's not going to get a shot at me. I'll just play flank-a-boom. And now it's just a matter of watching his turret. Whenever his turret swings toward me, back up. As long as he doesn't swing his turret toward me, I can just sit here and fire at him. Try to track him again before I back out. We gotta finish this guy off before the KV-4. Eventually, KV-4 is gonna make it here. He's slow, but even that, it's a small map. It won't take him too long to get here. And here comes the KV-4 on scene. Now it's getting more difficult. Hopefully the Hummel hits one of them. Once we get the IS-6 out of here, the KV-4 won't be anywhere near as much trouble. He traverses in both his hull and his turret a lot slower. And he's focused on the 111, so I can just pull up and shoot, not worry about it. Neither one of them was pointed at me. Now I can go behind the KV-4 and shoot him up this way. I don't want to give him a shot on me, so I have to back up, get some buildings between us, disengage, and come in from where I get a shot or two before he can get his turret on me. And the Hummel hit him, so I think he's just dead set to get the Hummel now. He wants payback. And it's kind of silly because he's going to let me shoot him from behind. One more shot and he's out of there. Too late, man. I'm going to shoot you before you get to shoot me. Bye. I don't know why he decided suddenly to go after the Hummel. He could have stayed behind a building and kept the Hummel from shooting him and just held me off at bay there. Moved to another part of the map. But he decided to go after the Hummel, and that was his downfall. You have to recognize the opportunities. Once I saw him heading that way, it's like, man, he's going to give me his rear, and I'm going to take him out. I end up 2,365 XP. No spots, because I stayed in the back in the beginning and spotting down the road tracks and just didn't get any spots. There are other times you'll sit in that spot and see 4, 5, 6 tanks move by you. This didn't work out this time. Had 1,227 spotting damage though. 6 kills, 2,336 damage, and Orliks, and a top gun. Good combination. And like I said in the beginning, a lot of times the key to this map is moving around. You sit too long in one spot and somebody that you're not paying attention to closes in and gets a flanking shot on you and you're out of there. So you have to try to stay alert to everything on the map. If you just start sniping in on somebody and focus on them, before long there's somebody behind you putting rounds into you and there's nothing you can do. I saw our KV-5 going straight up the middle, so I moved forward to help the attack. We had forces advancing in the east. I was able to get a good solid hit on the T-37. And then from there, it was just moving back to the north, working with the other tanks that were engaging their tanks that had circled around us, and we just slowly wore them down. I had the good fortune of several tanks in a row paying attention to somebody else and giving me repeated good flanking shots on them. And at the end, we teamed up on the IS-6. All I had to do was watch for his turret. As it rotated toward me, I back out. As long as it's pointed toward another tank, I'm able to keep pumping damage into him. I can't damage him very quickly, but I slowly over time wear him down, and that's all I needed. I knew the KV-4 was at the other end of the map. It was going to be a while before he showed up, and so my goal then was to get the IS-6 down as far as possible, hopefully dead before the KV-4 joins the fight. Didn't quite work out that way, but he was pretty far damaged, and then taking him out allowed me to just go one-on-one with the KV-4, and his rotation's too slow to keep up with me, so unless I make a mistake, I can win that fight. He ended up making it even easier by getting mad at the Hummel for pounding him, and he went off, I guess, to exact revenge, and that gave me an easy 2-shot kill from behind. So be alert to possibilities like that, but also be aware that if he would have come after me, it would have been a game of dodging behind buildings, get far enough away to have him wonder which direction I'm coming from, and then hopefully coming in from enough of a distance that I could see him and he couldn't see me. If the Hummel couldn't shoot him, that would have given me a chance to get off a couple shots, escape behind buildings, circle around, and do it again from the other direction. Ensk, the little map that makes you pay attention all the time. Happy hunting.